very fluid, like a serum type. I avoid using the sponge because the sponge will absorb half of your product. So when I'm using liquid foundation like this, very thin liquid, I will use a brush. I think when we pick foundation, it's not just about picking for the correct skin type, also depends on the occasion. So for summer, for winter, for everyday go-to, easy or to full glam, I use different foundations. So let's get started. Hi everyone, today I am going to talk about foundation. I used to have a whole drawer of foundation, so this is the good one that I'm still keeping and using. I have dry skin type. I separate my foundation in different categories. So one is for everyday working, just easy, quick and good for the skin. The second one is for the party one that I can wear it all day. Usually it's a bit more heavy and it's matte because matte foundation is always have longer wearing hours compared to dewy foundation. And the third one is for season. It's either something for summer or for winter, for hot day barbecue. That's the different category. My current favorite foundation, this is from Juice Beauty. Hey Romeo. So this is from Juice Beauty. It's for every single day because it doesn't have dimethicone. I have do some research and I noticed that I do not like silicone inside any foundation, especially the one that I use every day. I do not want to have congested pore and blocked pores because of the dimethicones. Most of the skin product will have dimethicones because it can help smooth the skin. That I have to stay away from dimethicones because they always make my pore congested and I will have a whitehead that was clogged in my nose or in my forehead or sometimes on the chin as well. I really like this Juice Beauty because it's very thin, it's a serum foundation, it's very light coverage. If it is, I use it every day because it has a very light consistency. Yeah, so it's quite runny. So you will see they have very light coverage and you have to blend it out in a faster pace. They're not saying they set immediately, but they set quite fast. And then if they already set, and if you're still using your brush, anything to blend it out, you will see the brush stroke. That's why you have to blend it out fast. I like to get foundation 1 or 2 shades lighter than my skin because I have oxidation easily, so I will get quite 1 or shade too darker after a few hours. So this is the one that I use every day. You can see it makes my skin brighter. Even though without dimethicone, it is still smooth. This Juice Beauty foundation does not have SPF, but I don't mind it because I use sunscreen every day anyway. So regardless of any SPF in my foundation, I do not care because I do not rely on the SPF in the foundation. Always use SPF before I put on my foundation. So if they have SPF inside, it's just a bonus for me. So if they do not have, it is okay because I use sunscreen every day. The other one is Complex Rescue from Bare Minerals. So this is like a tinted gel cream. Normally I use it on a lazy day. It's still in my everyday go-to category because this one, if you're in a rush, you have to shake it first. You do not need a mirror. So if you're in a rush, you can actually just put this on. And then I noticed that for this Bare Mineral Rescue Gel, rubbing it is not that good. I find that if you just pat it out, gives you a brighter complexion. So if I do this, I can actually put this on without a mirror. If I'm on a rush, I can just put something, pat something on here, and then it is very easy and fast to use. So I have 2 colors, same thing. I bought 2 colors, which is 1 or 2 shades lighter than my natural skin color, because after they oxidize a little bit, then it will just perfectly match my skin. I like the texture, it's easy, and they also have SPF inside. I recommend this one if you have very dry skin and you don't want to have a full-on makeup look. This can do a very, very good job. The third everyday easy go-to is the, I do not know how to say this brand, E-R-E-P-E-R-E-Z, Ere Perez. It's an oat milk foundation. Hey, Ramil. So I really like this one because they do not have the dimethicone inside. So not blocking, and you want to stay away from silicone. This is a very good one. They have a very, it's not liquidy, it's more like a cream. This one, it will take some time to blend it out. Once you blend it out, it is very moisturized because it's thicker. As long as they don't have dimethicones, it will become one of my favorites. So this one is very creamy. But that's why I will still pick Juice Beauty, because I can blend it out faster than this one. So that's why every day in the morning, if I go to work, I use this one. Next one is a Bare Mineral Stick Foundation. This one I think is the Complexion Rescue Gel in a stick form. So this one feels very funny. When you actually put that on your skin, you feel cool. And after you rubbed it out, you will feel your skin become a little bit wet. I'm guessing this is where the moisturized feeling coming from. So this one is quick and easy. If you're running out of time, you can always tick, 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 and then brush to blend it out, and you can go out at the door in 5 minutes. The fifth one is another stick. This is from By Terry. Everyday easy, because this one is very light coverage. So it is half foundation and half highlight. But if you blend it out like this, you will actually can you see that it's half here. So when you blend it out, see, this is the bottle. I quite like this one because it's very easy to use. So you just quick if you're busy. So you can just blend it out and your skin will become a bit glowy. And this one does not last long. At the end of the day, if you wear this after work, it won't stay. But if you want something just quick and easy, you can just draw it on and then blend it out. And they got a little tip underneath, but I do not use this type of sponge that comes with it because I find it hard to wash, because I wash my sponge every day after use. So if sponge in here, it's impossible to wash. So I never use it. The next one, quick and easy, is the Lancome. This one is a bit more full coverage. You can draw it like this, very quick and easy, and then blend it out just with your fingers. This one will still do a good job. Let me get some vitamin C. Okay, continue. Next category is my long-lasting party all-day foundation. For long-lasting, it will be always a bit more matte than dewy. The one that I think is the king of long-lasting is this one, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover. So this is the one, if I know I need to have a full coverage, usually is for if I'm going to a formal, to a ball, and then if it is all day in the morning till any party type, I will use this one because this is the one that can actually really last for whole day. So with this, they oxidize on me. That's why I always pick 1 or 2 shades lighter. And then after I blend it out, see that they can really last like this. And I don't feel that it's dry. So that's very, and you see this square patch in here. To make this foundation even last longer, I will use a setting spray and then spray it on the sponge. Then use this to blend it out and the effect can last even longer. The second one that I put it in the long wearing category is the MAC. This one, as you see from the name, Pro Long Wear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. I usually bring this one if I'm going on a holiday. I need beautiful skin and then by the sea, sunscreen, everything, and I'm still looking good, then it will be, this is my go-to whenever I go on holiday. It's easy to bring because it's in a tube form, shake well. And then this one is really waterproof. If you are going to swim, it will still okay if the water splash on you. So same thing, I pick 1 or 2 shades lighter because after they oxidize, it will just match my skin. Here, you can see. The next one that I like to use for long wearing day, it is the Dior Forever. This is matte, so matte foundation is always longer lasting. Okay, so shake well. This one is not too bad. I don't use it often now. Sure, it's even thicker than the Estee Lauder long wearing one. So this one I normally use it in winter because that creamy, very thick texture is not suitable for summer. So this one for long wearing is this Kevin Aqua little tube. Is a skin enhancer. So they have very, very high pigment. It's not really just a foundation by itself. The pigment is very, you just need that little bit. What you need to do, you need to mix it to your own face cream, or you dilute it with Essential Skin Primer. So this is, you can add it on to anything you feel comfortable with, and then they give you that pigment so you can mix it with anything you like to become a foundation. So this one lasts very long. It is really lasts all day. The pigment is very, it got a strong staying power, but you have to blend it out fast because once they dry, you can't move it anymore. So I quite like this one. It's just a little, but if you're in a hurry, this is not for you. Okay, that's why this is only for special occasion, for formal party that you got enough time to mix. And because if you mix it wrong, you might not get the color that you like. So this is, I pick a very yellow tone because when I mix it with my own cream, the cream is usually white. So the extra golden tone mixed with white, that will just perfect for my skin tone. Next category is summer. When I feel very, very hot, sometimes you cannot put in all this foundation on your face. You will feel very uncomfortable. My best pick is the Dior Air Flash because this one is super, super light. Out of all the foundation I have in here, this is the lightest because they can spray. So you shake it, they have instruction, you have to shake it for 5 or 10 seconds, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do not spray it on my face because it will mess up your hair and all your clothes or even your background if you spray too much. Okay? So what I normally do is I do spray it on my hand or on a foundation plate. And then once I sprayed, I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you what I do. So I'll quickly do this, and then I will spread it on my palm. You will see how light they are. They're actually really airy. You have to do it fast. I use the little spray, and then I just dab it on. I already got my makeup on, but this is just to show. See, it's all gone already. I prefer to use a brush because if you use a sponge, they will absorb all the product and you can't get anything. So you quickly do it like this, and then you do it fast. This one you have to blend it really fast because they will set really quick. So get everything ready. So get your brush ready, shake it, and then do it on your palm or on a plate and quickly just stamping on it. Okay, so this Dior Flash, I got 2 different colors too, because sometimes I can mix and match. My forehead is maybe darker than my face. The Air Flash is very good. One bad thing is you cannot bring it for holiday because this is aerosol. You cannot bring it on the plane. This is my favorite foundation in summer. I like it, but I'm not going to use it as my everyday go-to because this one you need to do it quick, and also they're quite pricey as an everyday foundation. Next is my winter foundations. I like to use a cream base during winter. My favorite one is RMS Beauty, the Uncover Up Cream Foundation. So this is the one, because you can see from the name, this one doesn't contain dimethicone, so it's quite good as well. So RMS is more natural. So with all this, they are cream base, and I like to use the sponge with the spray. And so for this cream base, they are very moisturized. So for winter, it is very good. If you feel your here get dried, this won't show any dry skin. So I quite like this one. Second foundation for winter is my RCMA cream. They are so for winter, sit. So this is my RCMA cream. They are very heavy. They are full coverage. You only need a little bit and it goes a long way. So like this, I will use a brush or a sponge, but then they're very creamy and heavy. So that's why I use it during winter. And I also got this set, so you can mix and match, and you can also use this as a concealer. So they got a little bit of waxy type, so it's not that comfortable if you want to use it every day or in the summertime. That's why I only leave this for winter. The third one for winter is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. So I like it because they are very creamy. They are very creamy. Oh, it's okay, Romeo. They are creamy, but make sure you have to set it with loose powder because they do not last long if you do not set it. They are thick and creamy, and it's super easy to use. Draw it a fill line and then use a brush and then just blend it out. Next category is when I use it for a short term, not a long day, but I want to look glowy and you want to look really dewy, perfect skin, but don't expect it to last long. So it will be all the cushion foundation. So my favorite one is the Shuhwaso. It's the Korean brand. So this is the limited edition. Comes with a beautiful case, and here you got your cushion. And I wash this every time after use. So you press on it, and then all the cushion foundation, the best result is to just pat. Do not drag, do not rub, just pat. All this Korean foundation, just pat. The more you pat, the brighter that foundation will become. So all of this, you just tap, 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 tap. It will do the magic for you. So all this one is my favorite if you want to have very perfect glowy skin, but you don't need it for all day. So definitely after 2 or 3 hours, you need to reapply it. But I do not like to reapply foundation. That's why they are putting in the good looking but do not last category. So I got a few brands. I have tried the YSL one, I have tried the Knowledge, and I have also tried the Dior. So they're all made in Korea anyway, even though all these international brand, you can see when you flip that they all made in Korea. So now it's all empty. Every time when I use this foundation, I make sure that I finish them in a few months because I do not like the idea of soaking all the foundation in the sponge for too long. So I like it. Also have a question on which one is better, the sponge or the brush. From my experience, I find that if you're using a thicker cream base, the sponge is better because you actually help to thin it out easier because the sponge is damp, or you can actually spray it, so make sure it will actually easier to blend it out. If for liquidy foundation, like very fluid, like a serum type, I avoid using the sponge because the sponge will absorb half of your product. So when I'm using liquid foundation like this, very thin liquid, I will use a brush. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. We upload new videos every week. Next video is about all my makeup brushes. This is how I store them, no dust, and I have quite a few brushes and I'll show you each of them, how to use it, whether they are good or bad. And next video, I will also talk about loose powder and compact powder. See you next time. Bye!